Hello and welcome to Fresh Perspectives. My name is Gail, and for the second episode in a row, I have a married couple to interview, and both couples are people that own businesses together. Today's guests are Terry Tellinghuisen and his wife, Shawna Tellinghuisen. Thank you for agreeing to appear on Fresh Perspectives today.
Thank you for having us
Oh,
today,
you're welcome. You're welcome.
I'm smiling really big because at our wedding, my husband was also called Terry, but it's Tracy.
Yep.
Tellinghuisen today. Yes.
Tracy Tellinghuisen.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. I first found out about you guys when I went. Well, my husband and I went, and another couple that we're friends with went also. We went to an event in Warren, Pennsylvania, and Shawna. See, I'm going to get your names mixed up.
That's
It's okay.
I met Shawna. She was there to talk about a business that she and her husband now have. It's called Epic Floats and Wellness, and should we say a little something about what the event was all about?
Sure.
Yeah, there were some very famous people there to get to meet. The people who organized the event were Janine and John Beard, who you saw on an episode of Fresh Perspectives back in 2019. And they did a nice PowerPoint presentation. Would you like to tell who these famous people were that were there?
Absolutely. So Janine and John were able to contact Doctors Esselstyn and Dr. Campbell, who are very much affiliated with the American College of Lifestyle Medicine and Plant-Based Eating for Health. So it was called the Premier Health Event, and it was very well put together in the Warren Struthers Theater, I believe is where we were located.
Yep.
And they were also able to reach out to a lot of local restaurants in the area to support our lunch break during that day so that there was a plant-based option available. And
we ate at, what was the name of that house? Anyway, they put on a big buffet.
Yeah.
It was a plant-based buffet, oil-free.
Yes.
Oil-free plant-based buffet.
And it was delicious. And I was lucky enough to get the invitation as an alternative wellness center to do a tabling event there where we were able to kind of share some of our services and provide some raffling options for winners to come in and experience us.
I was one of the winners. I won a massage by something called a zero gravity massage chair. I wasn't sure what that meant. I didn't know if the chair would levitate above the floor or I would wind up levitating above the chair. But none of those things happened. The chair just massaged. It had a lot of parts to it, and it just massaged. And I do have to say, I felt very, very relaxed afterwards. And I even noticed a difference in the way my voice sounded from usual, too. It sounded very, very calm afterwards. And Tracy turned on some video footage for me to watch that had music with it, a beautiful scenery out in the woods and everything. So that was really a nice experience. So I'm glad that I had the chance to meet you. So of course, I had to ask them if they would come on an episode of Fresh Perspectives. Now, your business is new. You just opened up in September.
Yeah.
So anyways, what led you, to begin with, the two of you met because you were working together at Cummins over in Jamestown, is that correct?
Yes, absolutely. So Cummins members get a 15% discount. Cummins has very much been a part of our home and our family and bringing food to the table. So we want to thank the Cummins community in that way. But yes, we met at Cummins. I'm a contractor in the health center, and Tracy has been part of the Cummins floor experience as well as management experience. For how long now?
I was there for 19 years. I left last May to be the face of Epic Floats and Wellness.
Oh, okay. Okay. So, and how did you wind up deciding to go do this?
So I have been in the medical world since 2000. A large majority of the work has been
24 years.
Yes, 24 years. I have a passion for helping others. Became a nurse at the tender age of 19.
Oh.
So it's very much been in me to just support other people. But in 2016, I was approached by my manager and asked if I would be interested to join the wellness team. And that took my mind to a whole new place of preventative wellness care, right? And it sparked a passion in me of wanting to meet people where they're at in the here and now and help them move on their journey to better health. And then eventually I became nationally board certified. And I did leave Cummins for a short term where I became the director at Job Corps. And my amazing staff there, after the passing of my grandfather, gifted me flotation therapy.
Oh.
Where I thought, flotation therapy? What on earth is this thing? And we were able to go to Drift in Kane and meet the amazing owner there, learn about her journey and experience our first flotation therapy experience. I did drag the husband with me.
Oh, okay.
Admittedly
So you weren't sure that you wanted to try the flotation device.
I don't like water, so I had no.
You don't like water.
No, I don't. I had no plans of going. We had a long debate about it, and I thought I wasn't going to try this floating. And she came home from work like the next day, and she's like, "Hey, good news! I booked us 2 floats for Saturday." So
She was being a sneaker.
I have to thank her though, because it was great. Yeah.
Oh, okay,
So
okay.
I'm
But
a
by
firm
not
believer.
liking water, you mean like swimming and?
Yep. I don't swim. I shower every day, but I don't swim. I don't wade in
and
water.
you
I don't go to the
don't,
beach.
and you don't float in the bathtub then?
No, I don't. But I do float in the pods. And
Okay.
it's amazing.
Okay. Well, that's really interesting. So, so that kind of got you to thinking there's maybe something to this?
Yep. So I suffer from low back pain,
Oh.
which is part of the reason why she wanted me to try the flotation therapy.
Oh, okay.
And so you seriously just go and you get in this pod. There's like 200 gallons of water, which is less than a foot of water. There's over 1,000 pounds of Epsom salt, and you levitate on top of the water, and you just lay there.
Oh, okay.
And
Is it the Epsom salts that
Yep.
keep you up on
Yep.
top of the water?
Yep. There's,
Okay.
There's the density of the salt so much, it's similar to being in the Dead Sea, so you cannot sink.
Right
Oh.
now on the screen, we have one of the pods.
Yep.
Now, it must be, it must be a lot bigger than it looks in order to have a full, tall person inside of it.
So those pods are 8.5 feet long and they're 5.5 feet wide. So
8.5 feet long
Yep.
and 5 feet wide.
5.5.
Okay.
Yep. Any human being will fit inside those pods.
Oh, okay, okay. Even my husband, he's 6'8".
Oh,
He will fit.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
There's the pod closed up. Now, I'm assuming that in case people who have claustrophobia are watching, you do not have it closed while they're in it, is that right?
They can leave it open or partially open. We provide a second towel so they can roll it up and close the lid on top of the towel so it won't be completely closed.
Uh-huh.
However, people that suffer from claustrophobia usually do not feel it while floating in the pod. So when you're laying on the water, there's still a lot of room and space around you. And I have had one person so far that spoke to me about suffering from claustrophobia and being worried about it. And after her experience, she was very excited, said that she floated the entire time with the lid closed and had no issues.
Oh, wow. Wow. So it's not going to be real dark inside of it?
It can be.
If they want it
Yep,
to.
that's up to you. There's a light switch inside a button that you can push.
Oh, there's a light switch
Yep,
inside.
so you can turn the light on or off inside the pod. If you choose to have it off, which is what we recommend because it is sensory deprivation, it will be pitch black inside the pod.
Oh, okay.
But it is up to
But you
each
don't
person.
have to.
Yep.
It doesn't have to be. Okay.
So in this picture here, you can see that there was a black button on the side there.
Oh,
You have
yeah.
total control.
On the left-hand side.
Yep,
there.
and that is what will turn the light on and off for you while you're in the pod.
Okay.
There's actually a button on the right-hand side as well, which is an emergency alarm button. So if you need something, you can push that button. We'll check on
You'll
you.
come in and do whatever they need you to do then.
I just knock on the outer door and see if they meant to push in if they need something. Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. And you built, you bought a building and had to renovate it. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah, so when did we float in Kane? Do you remember? Was it 2020?
It was at least 2 years before, so yeah, probably
Yeah.
July of 2020.
So when we walked out of the doors that day, there was a lot of conversation about this is it. This is where we want to start our alternative clinic.
Okay.
So we immediately started thinking what we needed to do to get the ball rolling to establish a clinic somewhere. So shout out to Dan Terhune, Have a Plan, Go with Dan. He was helpful in having us explore the areas to find a building that would fit our needs. And we were lucky enough to find the old first 24-hour grocery store in Jamestown.
That was the first 24-hour
Yes, grocery store.
store. Okay.
Some of the viewers may remember Flowers by Denny was once there. It's now the home to Cricket, and we are right next to Cricket in that same plaza.
Oh, okay. So what is Cricket?
Cricket is a wireless
phone
cellular
service.
service.
Is it in your building?
And it is in our building.
But
yes.
you own the building?
But we own the building.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. So, can you describe how to find it?
Absolutely. If you are traveling towards Frewsburg, it will be just past Newland Avenue on your left-hand side before the next light. And
this is on
Foot Avenue.
Foot Avenue
Avenue,
in
okay.
Jamestown, yes, traveling towards Frewsburg. And then if you're traveling towards Jamestown itself, towards the hospital, would be on your right-hand side just past Barker. I knew I was going to mess that up. Just past Barker Road.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. And you have it painted blue, the outside of the building?
Actually, our building is like a mushroom stone color, but we have lights on the building.
Okay, there's a picture.
Yes.
There's a picture of your door, I believe.
Yep,
Yes,
that's the
so
front
that
door.
is part of our logo posted on the front door there. You can see the building is a stone-colored building, but then at night when you drive by, you'll often see that we have colors, and we tend to change those colors to highlight any seasons that are coming up. For right now, it's red and white for Valentine's Day. We're still doing some Valentine's Day promotions through Monday.
Oh, okay. So you're at 527 Foot Avenue then?
Correct,
Okay.
yes.
And I think what helped me find it was that you had one of those big tall flag things out in front that,
Well, Cricket has those. We don't have any of the flags, but
We do hope to get them soon.
on the one
that
side of the
wasn't
building,
what-
there's the
well,
big sign.
Okay, well, anyway, the big flag was out in front, but then somehow I saw something there that said Epic Floats.
We do have a sign just below the Cricket sign as well that says Epic Floats and Wellness.
And that's
Okay.
right out by the road.
Okay.
Yep.
So,
Why am I thinking it was blue? I don't know.
I am not sure.
But anyway, you had to renovate the building.
we did. We
Yes.
completely gutted the inside, and we started that process in December. And the very beginning of September, we finished it. So it took a good 9-10 months.
Oh, wow, yeah.
It was stressful and exciting all
At the same time.
Yeah, we were able to meet a lot of community, fellow business people in the community, you know, with different contractors supporting what we needed. So that was exciting to start already building word of mouth and meeting other people along the way. But yeah, also nerve-wracking to know that you need to hurry up and get things open and moving.
And did you hire people to help you with the renovating, or did you do all the work yourselves?
We did the majority of the destruction ourselves with some family and friends, and then we definitely hired along the way things
Okay.
that we are out of our scope or that we're not really familiar with.
Well, inside city limits, we had to hire city certified contractors to do a lot of that work. So
It was kind of a rule then.
yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. And then you opened up in September. So before we go any farther, I don't want to wait till the end of the program just in case we forget. Just let people know how they can get a hold of you if they want to make an appointment. Certain things you have to have an appointment for, and other things you can do as a walk-in.
I'm going to turn that over to Tracy because he is our expert in that area.
So the massage chairs, the zero gravity massage chairs, the oxygen bar, and our Roxiva unit can all be walk-in services. It usually helps if we have a phone call ahead of time, or you can reserve online at epicfloats.org in order to use the Halo infrared sauna or one of our 2 flotation tanks.
Okay, and I've got his phone number here. It's 716-490-5262. And Tracy will probably answer the phone.
I will be the one answering the phone, yes.
So, anyways, on your brochure, you have a list of the different effects that that you can get from using the pod. Because it benefits both your mind and body. It's relaxing and meditative, boosts creativity, reduces anxiety, muscle recovery, helps with depression, increases immune health, and helps you sleep better. So those are the benefits of floating in the pod, and that's why you call it Epic Float, your business.
Yes.
That was how you got the idea. Okay, shall we go on to a picture of one of the other?
I think I want to say a couple other things about the pods before we go
okay.
on. So I don't know
Okay.
if you want to pull that picture back up for a moment
Okay.
of one of the pods, but you'll notice next to them there's a large box area.
A large
Box area. You can't see it in that image.
It's
I think
actually
the other
tucked
one with the
in the
open.
corner.
There we go. In the background, you'll see a box.
Kind of like behind.
Kind of like behind. And a lot of our customers will share that maybe they're a little nervous or anxious about sharing a body of water with many individuals. So we like to talk about our filtration system and our pods. Our pods are top of the line pods. We had them shipped from the United Kingdom.
Wow.
Yes. They come with top-notch filtration units. So first and foremost, I want to talk about the saturation of the salt. There's over 1,000 pounds of Epsom salt, so you literally levitate, just like you would on the Dead Sea. And much like the Dead Sea, it's called the Dead Sea for a reason, because that background, that chemistry of the water that you're stepping into is not an environment for growth. that's why the Dead Sea is called the Dead Sea. So that's the first thing that I want
Okay.
to call out to any customers who are concerned about sharing the same body of water with another individual. Just like we share communal pools, this is far safer. You already have a huge concentration of Epsom salt that's going to allow you to levitate. But then we have our top of the line filtration unit. So our filtration unit cycles all of that water through it after each and every float. So it goes through a 1 micron, less than the width of a human hair, filtration unit that's also ultraviolet filtered, which is another way to deep clean it. And then we use 35% grade peroxide, which if anyone knows that, that's a food grade peroxide. It's very strong. That's another opportunity for cleaning. So it really goes above and beyond to eliminate, and the purpose behind the filtration system is really any microorganisms from perhaps our lint that might have stayed on our skin, hair that might go into the system, any dead skin, all of those things are being filtered through that filtration system. The water's actually cleaner after it goes through the filtration system than it ever was when it came through the potable water capacity of Jamestown water.
Oh, okay.
So I definitely want to call that out because we get that question so often of, how safe is it to be in a pod where other people have been in it? It's extremely safe. And then every evening at like 2 o'clock in the morning, our pods are set up to do an extreme clean where it does an even longer filtration.
Oh, okay.
So that's what I wanted to share before we
Okay.
moved away from the
Yeah.
pods.
And you don't use that, you don't have to use that toxic chlorine or
Correct.
anything
Yes.
in it.
Yes.
So,
And we try to be mindful of that with all things as well. Like when you go in, you're going to at least rinse off before you enter the pod. But our shampoos, our conditioner, our body wash are fragrance-free, chemical-free, so that we're making sure that you're getting really great products that aren't affecting your skin or adding more chemical to your body.
oh, okay, that's good to know. I'm glad you brought that up. Okay, shall we go on to the next
Sure.
device? Oh, that's your lobby, right?
Yep. That's when you first walk in. So we have a video for first-time floaters that they can watch, just so they know what to kind of expect while they're in there and what things to do. And then when I show them to the room, I go over a lot of what they watched in the video anyhow, just to see if they have any questions. But that's the main entrance. This is our post-float room where the zero-gravity massage chairs and the oxygen bar are. That is actually the TV that you had, the nice relaxing.
You
show
called it
on.
a post-float
Yep.
room?
That's what we call it, yeah. That part of the reason why we call it that is any of our members that have like a monthly package, they have free access to this room after their float, so they can come and enjoy the massage chair or some oxygen.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay. And the oxygen bar.
Yeah. I think there's another picture that shows the zero gravity chairs, and then the oxygen bar is in the background of that as well.
Yeah, how does the oxygen bar work, and who uses it? Is it people with a particular health problems or anything, or?
No, it's for anyone.
So all of our modalities will come with a consent form because we definitely want to identify anyone who might be at risk for using any of our services. So people with COPD, for example, would not be eligible to utilize our oxygen bar without a note from their primary care physician.
Oh, okay.
So we definitely want to eliminate any risks to the community that we can. But for the most part, for any generally healthy individual, the oxygen bar is available to our members and anyone in the community if they want to try it. We can pair it with aromatherapy as well. Typically, we walk around day to day with a 21% oxygen capability for our bodies. And so allowing yourself some time to get some pure, practically 100% oxygen is going to be able to not only
Without
boost-
any pollution in it?
without any pollution in it, yeah, is going to help with mental clarity
Yeah.
and give you an energy boost, right?
Yeah.
It's going to allow our cells to uptake more of that oxygen. It's going to boost our immune system and repair of any muscle trauma, joint pain, things like that. And a lot of people really rave about the benefits for headaches and migraines.
Oh, really?
As well.
Wow.
Yes.
I think a lot of people have migraines too, don't they?
Yes, they
Yeah.
do. We have a lot of suffering of migraines, yes.
I know I've been a devotee of yoga for maybe about 50 years now. And I know that we do breathing exercises. I mean, it's always been something that people that practice yoga do is breathing exercises, and it has quite an effect on a person. But with the oxygen bar, it's not being forced into you. It's
very similar to if you were to go to the hospital and the hospital would put you on oxygen. We have nasal cannulas. They're one-time use cannulas, and actually they come in a few different colors, which is kind of fun. Someone can choose their own color. But I like that you mentioned yoga, because a lot of what we do is similar to yoga in the capacity that you're opening up that circulation capacity for your body, right? You're improving your oxygen, you're improving your blood flow, therefore reducing risks of injury, improving your immune system response, your cellular response. So a lot of what we offered will have a lot of the similar benefits that yoga provides for you. Yeah. But yes, we give you a nasal cannula. You can do it in combination with our massage chairs, should you choose so. We can also add up to, right now we carry 6 different essential oils to choose from. Each one of them does something unique for your body. So we often give our members a list to choose from so that they can kind of read it over. We have lemongrass, which is, yep, it is uplifting and very good for the lungs. We have vanilla, which is sweet and it's sensual, so it's helpful for calming. It does increase appetite, so some of our females choose otherwise, but it's also very good for nervous individuals. We have we have orange, which is warm and invigorating, and it fights depression. We have lavender, which most folks know. Lavender is good for relaxation especially, but also good for aches and pains. And then finally we have peppermint, which is good for nausea and menstrual cramps. And I guess not finally, because we also have eucalyptus.
Eucalyptus, would that be for people with respiratory problems?
Sinusy, sore throat, upper respiratory, coughs, but it's also refreshing. And a lot of people experience an increase in positivity with eucalyptus oil.
Oh, okay. Okay, that sounds pretty interesting. I see that Chris had a picture of your massage chairs up there a moment ago.
Right.
So those are the zero gravity massage chairs, and the oxygen bar is in the middle behind it. The chair on the left is the one you did not use, but that is a deep tissue massage chair.
Right.
So it's more forceful and it really gets in there a little bit harder.
That's our black and silver chair.
Yep.
And the other one's brown, I take it.
Yeah, it's black with some brown.
That's my favorite chair. I find
That's-
that one more soothing, relaxing, not quite as a deep tissue, but more of a Swedish massage. But each chair has a lot of functionality to it.
Yeah, there were, when I was using it that one time, I noticed there were certain points of time, not constantly, but where there'd be kind of like a boom, 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 but not real hard. So I figured that, I've heard that about Swedish massages, I think.
Yeah. What's really great about these chairs is that they can be, you can select a specific program and just sit back and relax and let the chair do it for you, or you can program it to work on wherever your tension area may be. They have S-track technology, meaning that it goes from the base of your skull all the way to your bottom area. Lumbar technology, meaning it can really get into that lower back area if it needed to. And I know you mentioned the zero gravity part, and you were like, and I'm not sure what that means. So what's really great about that is the zero gravity is actually referring to what our bodies naturally do in space.
Oh.
So when we're in space, our bodies naturally recline in a position where our feet would be above our heart level. That's what that zero gravity position can do for you. It's going to recline your body in a position where it's going to improve that circulation and allow enhanced blood flow.
So if you recall, when you were in it, you were almost inverted a little bit. If you think about it, your head was almost below you.
Yeah, it didn't feel like I was that, but I wasn't watching myself, so I guess I must have been. So that was pretty fun. And let's see, did we mention everything then?
About the zero gravity massage, did you have something else?
Yeah, I noticed there was,
There's the
there's
airbag.
so many different parts to those massage chairs, like the arms were sandwiched between parts, and the legs were, and
Your hips and your shoulders should have got some too. But yeah, there's airbags built right in, so it squeezes and compresses, and it improves blood flow throughout your body that way.
And there are foot rollers as well.
Yep.
oh yeah, it's been a few weeks since I used it, so I probably just not remembering everything.
We're just happy to hear that you enjoyed it and left feeling relaxed.
Yeah, I was very relaxed when I got finished.
That is our
Really
goal.
was. Yeah. And I understand that you guys know a couple of other people that I know. Tracy said that he knows a man named Quentin Yeager
Yep.
because he used to work with him, and you must know him too.
I do know
Yeah,
Quentin,
Quentin.
yes.
And then he was telling me that Tracy DeMott comes and
Tracy does.
uses your things.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So she must, if she's been a repeat customer, she must be getting some benefits from it. Yeah.
She is great. She gives us marketing ideas.
Does
and
she?
Yeah,
Really?
She's a lot of fun
She
to talk
talks
to.
about us in the community. I do believe she has harassed Quentin. I just saw Quentin this week at a heart health event.
Did you really?
At Cummins, and shared with him that I cannot go anywhere without hearing his name. So he is loved in the community, and people are thinking about him in positive ways. And he was like, well, I mean, that's really good to hear. So yeah, we know Quentin.
Yeah, he's nice, and Tracy's nice, and I'm getting myself confused because I'm talking about somebody else named Tracy. But yeah, she gets a lot of benefits, probably. I haven't talked to her about you. I don't think either of those two were at that event in Warren, Pennsylvania.
I don't think they were.
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
I didn't see them. So. But there were several people there from our vegetarian vegan group in Chautauqua.
I'm sure they enjoyed that.
Yeah. I enjoyed it. I got to have a little one-on-one conversation with Dr. Esselstyn. That was really nice. He was really nice to talk to.
Yeah.
Just such a nice person. And then his wife was there, and she's written a recipe book on that kind of a diet. And
I was able to get all of my books signed, so that was exciting
Oh,
too.
oh,
So
good,
now I have
good.
signatures inside the books. So.
So I wish somebody that I know that used to run the Vegetarian Vegan Society with me in Chautauqua County has moved to the Buffalo area and has kind of retired from it and just comes once in a while, for the fun of it. But she says, "Oh, definitely let me know if you get to do an episode with Dr. Hesselstein."
Absolutely, I'll be tuning in for sure.
Yeah, I'll have to try to get a hold of him. I've heard it can be kind of hard to get.
I'm
a
sure
hold
they're
of.
busy, but
Yeah.
so exciting, and they have so
Yeah.
much knowledge to
Oh,
offer
I
the community.
know, I know. Once I found out that they were going to be in Warren, it's him and T. Colin Campbell and Brenda Davis. I've got to go, I'm telling myself, so.
Brenda Davis did an amazing job.
Oh.
Her speaking as well, and
Yeah.
sharing all the knowledge and research that she's done over the years. I did pick up one of her books at that event. So.
You want to tell, would you like to tell people why these doctors are such important people, or do you want me to do it?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So when I moved into the wellness arena, at that time, Cummins had something called the Complete Health Improvement Program, and I am a facilitator of that program. And so Dr. Campbell, Esselstein, Hans, they were all a part of the program and the delivery of the program. And what was really great was it was an 8-week-long program, and we provided the plant-based meals for the program. We met twice a week, and we would have approximately 30 participants for each program, and they would basically commit to eating plant-based for that 8-week period. And we would have people who would be on blood pressure medication, diabetes medication, and we would do a survey and we'd also do what's called a cardio check, where we would poke your finger and get some lab values as far as cholesterol and blood sugar and things like that. And what was really great to watch over this 8-week period were these folks coming off of their medication, losing weight, reversing their type 2 diabetes by food as medicine. And that is what Esselstein and Campbell speak to folks about, is the power of harnessing your health through food as medicine. So there's just so much that we can do and have in our control to take care of our health. So it's exciting to be a part of that community. And that's where I'm passionate about meeting the Esselsteins and Dr. Campbell.
Oh, yeah. Dr. Campbell is the author of the China study. Dr. Neil Barnard has a really good book about reversing diabetes. It explains all about the thing with fats, how the fats. Would you like to say something about how the fats affect people that are diabetic, or well, anybody for that matter?
Anybody. So our body actually makes all the cholesterol that it needs, which is something that many people don't know. And anything that you eat with a face has additional cholesterol that our body does not need. The unique thing is our body is very good at combating as long as it can. So our HDL, which is we call heavenly darling for cholesterol things, is what helps combat the bad cholesterol. So when you're eating more of an animal-based diet or a Western diet with a lot of processed foods, then our HDL numbers will automatically go up as its body's response to consuming more cholesterol. But as you eat a plant-based diet, your body will naturally stop queuing for that HDL, and you'll see a decline in the HDL. Some physicians will get a little nervous about that, but it's completely normal because our body is no longer adding in additional cholesterol. So a lot of times with diabetes, we have this misconception that it's all about blood sugar, and adding sugar to your diet.
Some people even think that eating sugar causes diabetes.
They do, or that eating fruit is a bad thing.
I know.
But it's actually that fat that we consume that starts lining our insulin receptors that does not, it stops that collection of the insulin into the insulin receptor, and it's not functioning anymore. So adding fruit and vegetables first, of course, is pulling that fiber is our greatest friend, to wick that fat from our body, our tissues, those insulin receptors, so that insulin can start sitting in there again and happily doing the things that it's supposed to be doing. Yes.
Yeah, the way Dr. Barnard describes it is that a person with type 2 diabetes, their pancreases actually make enough insulin, but it can't get into the body's cells because the fats stay in the way.
Absolutely.
And so even like Dr. Esselstyn and Dr. Campbell and Brenda Davis and Dr. Neil Barnard, and I could name a whole bunch of other doctors that are actually telling people now not to eat vegetable oils, to not even extra virgin olive oil. So because any fats are extra fats.
Fat is fat is fat.
Fat is fat is fat. So I'm so happy that you know all of this. You probably learned a lot of this stuff from Shawna, didn't you, Tracy?
I have learned a lot of it.
He actually took the program at Cummins before he left
okay.
Cummins.
Oh, okay.
As did some of their friends as well. But I mean, as you know, it's difficult to continue to live that lifestyle in the society that we're in.
I
So
know,
dominated
I
with
know.
westernized diet and food at our fingertips and fast food and all the things.
I know.
So it's really exciting seeing some of these other mom and pop places pop up that are being conscious of a more vegan, vegetarian, plant-based style. So that's exciting as well.
So, Tracy, tell me, what was the change in how you felt after when you started this program that Shawna was helping you with?
That's not really I didn't participate. I was part of the program to learn about it. I didn't actually participate in only eating vegan. Like I'd try the meals, but I didn't. The rest of the week I was eating my normal style.
Oh,
so.
no. Oh,
Yeah.
no. So you're not actually vegan?
I am not.
Oh.
We keep trying.
Well, I remember, when I was 25 years old, okay, that's kind of like 49 years ago, I quit eating meat. 'Cause it was when I was starting to practice yoga. And over the years, I'd hear about things and I'd make more changes and so on and so forth. And got into my early 50s and had a thyroid problem and was being told by a specialist that I'm pretty sure it's thyroid cancer. She was all set to take my thyroid gland out, and I'm going, no, I don't think so. I was acquainted with some herbalists at the time and a naturopathic doctor, and I had cut way back on dairy. I was really basically only eating cheese and just a few different recipes that I didn't think would taste right without it. And so I went completely plant-based, and even for a couple of months only ate raw plant foods. And I started having some amazing experiences, like 1 month into this, after having somebody telling me, oh, you've got like thyroid cancer, and this and that, and it's like 1 month later, I had, from eating mainly just raw food, it's plant food, it's like all of a sudden I had the most amazing energy. I had gained some weight and it all came off, and on the raw foods, which is something people don't know, it'll happen if you're only eating raw foods. And another sensation was, also I was kind of calmer when I was eating that way, but there was this sensation I felt all through my body, that a sense of cleanness that was more profound than taking a shower will make you feel. It was like it was a sensation that permeated all the way through my body, and it was just amazing. So
I've heard that with the oral care as well, and your teeth and how clean they feel when you're. And I can remember
when you're only
feeling that when
eating only eating
Plant-based,
plant-based raw foods. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just the most amazing. And then I didn't get any aches and pains for several years, being totally plant-based. It wasn't until my mother had a stroke and I was taking care of her and threw my back out was when I had pain again. But other than that, you know, it's a totally, I mean, it's just life-changing.
Absolutely. I
So-
agree with that.
So you've actually experienced some of those sensations yourself too, then?
Yes, I have. It's been a while. I'm aiming to move back in that direction. But from probably 16 to 2019, I was 100% plant-based. And then life got stressful, and we bought a building and did reconstruction, and things got a little chaotic. But I loved the way I felt. The brain clarity was fantastic. The energy levels, fantastic. So yes, I've experienced it.
Yeah, and what was there was this one comment various different people would say to me, because I'd be having a conversation with a person, and they would say, you have almost total recall in remembering everything, you know, that's ever gone on around me. They go, it must have something to do with that diet you're eating. But did they do it?
Yeah, it's tough. Yeah, but
You know.
when you experience it, it's fantastic. And I think the easiest way for me to think about the cleanliness that you're speaking of is when you're thinking of a garden hose, and when it's really nice and clean and running really well and smoothly, and then when you think about that garden hose getting clogged up and how much harsh the water pressure becomes, that's similar to our blood vessels and our arteries. When they're starting to get clogged with those fats, that's when they're getting bogged down and getting stressed, versus when we're eating cleanly and you have open hoses where that blood is just flowing through. There's a
So
unique
that's what that
difference.
feeling is.
Yes.
When you experience it.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a really, I don't know, it's just amazing. I don't know, I don't know what the best word is to say about it, but I've known other people when they were on whole foods, plant-based diet, and were only eating raw. Whenever I would see them, they would like glow, you know, or, you know, it was just amazing to look at them.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So, did we look at everything yet?
No,
No,
there's a
still have-
couple more modalities that we haven't talked
okay.
about.
And what is this?
That is the halo generator that is on our halo infrared sauna.
Okay. Okay, yes, that's right. You have a sauna.
Yep, that is the halo infrared sauna, and it will target all 5 of your senses at the same time if you want it to.
Oh, wow. Infrared. Now, what does that mean exactly? How does infrared affect the body?
So I'm going to back up just a minute and talk a little bit about the sauna itself, because this is a unique sauna that where the infrared industry has come together with the halo industry for the first time ever. So it's really exciting that this sauna meets and activates all 5 senses. So that bar that you see on the door there, that is the infrared unit, which is optional. You do not have to have it. But you may or may not know that that infrared light is not damaging to the eyes. It can be uncomfortable, so you will see that we do have goggles in there if you choose to wear them, but it will not cause physical damage to the eye. And infrared light is really becoming almost a hot word or a hot topic. It's starting to be used in joint regenerative therapy. It's starting to be used for detox. It's starting to be used for aging. You'll see a lot of spas offer facial red light therapy, whole body red light beds are in certain spas. So red light therapy has a lot of really unique opportunities at the cellular level to improve cellular health.
Does it help with neuropathy?
I don't know about that. I might have to do a little digging.
I've heard some people say that certain types of light therapy help with things like that.
I could see how it would with the enhancement in the cellular regeneration. It would make sense that it's very possible.
Okay, so just one person uses it at a time?
So this one is actually a two-person cabin.
Oh, is it?
And if you
Okay.
do book for two people, we do offer a discounted price
Oh,
for
okay.
the two of you to go.
Okay. But we're not allowed to say on television what the prices are.
Okay, I'll remember that. So the white section on the outside, as Tracy pointed out, is our, what did you call it? Our halo generator. So halo, when you hear the word halo, think salt. So it's pharmaceutical grade salt that's pumped into the cabin. That's going to activate taste. So after a few minutes, you can literally taste the salt on your lips. A lot of people really love going to the salt caves. Though we loved the idea of the salt cave,
Yeah.
we went with this sauna because the science behind it shows that you're going to actually get more benefit in this cabin with the salt being pumped in than you would in a salt cave. You won't
Oh,
have the
okay.
beauty of the salt cave,
Okay.
but you'll have the benefit of the salt. We also have a chromotherapy light on top, and there's a remote in the cabin where you can control the color of the chromotherapy that comes down from the top. Each color does unique things for your body, and we do have a little cheat sheet in there for our members so that they can read what each color does. Or you can simply set it to auto and just let it float through the colors and relax and enjoy. This sauna is set up to be warm if you're one of those people who does not enjoy sweating and detoxing. You can simply set it to warm and enjoy the properties from the chromotherapy and the halo and the infrared.
Okay. Now, do people have to change into a towel?
We actually encourage them to go in as little as they can,
Oh,
as they're
okay.
comfortable with.
Okay.
So it's your suite. You can lock the door. There is a shower in there if you choose to. Most spas don't offer a shower, but I tend to go to Breathe in Columbus, and after a little while, that salt does feel a little itchy.
Okay, so the sauna is inside a room.
A room,
So
yes.
it is private.
It is
then.
private,
Oh,
yes.
okay.
Yes, absolutely. And
Okay.
that's one of our showers there.
Okay.
And you'll see that you have access to shampoo, conditioner, and body wash there.
Okay.
We provide towels for you. And so the other thing that the sauna has in it is the aromatherapy. So those same aromas that we already spoke about,
In the oxygen
you
bars?
that we can pair with the oxygen bar. We can also pair with our sauna.
Oh,
so that
okay.
you can choose what aroma
Okay.
you would like to smell.
Okay.
And there's also Bluetooth speakers, so if you bring a cell phone, you can hook up to the Bluetooth speakers and listen to music or
Oh, really?
podcast or an audiobook or something.
Because they'll be
so-
safe in there because it doesn't involve water?
Well, I recommend
We
them-
recommend
yeah.
you keep them outside,
Oh,
but
okay.
you can Bluetooth connect to the speakers that are in the cabin.
Oh, okay.
And
Okay.
that's how it can hit all 5 of the senses at one time, though.
Okay. And then there's one more thing here. It's called Roxiva. Is that listening to music, is it, or?
Roxiva is very unique, and it's
Uh-huh.
one of those experiences that you truly have to experience it to fully understand it. And if you look at our flyer, there's a reason why there's a large write-up on Roxiva. It's very new to the area. It is up and coming. what it will do, they call it brain entrainment, so if that's exciting for you. And I like the curtain here because basically what you're going to see is a kaleidoscope. Again, this is white light therapy. It will not cause any physical damage to the eyes, but you're going to be more comfortable with your eyes closed.
Oh, okay.
And even with your eyes closed, when that light is sinking and throwing those patterns, you'll see a kaleidoscope of lights, even with your eyes closed.
Mm-hmm.
And then our brain is such an amazing and powerful tool. We can also connect sound to your experience,
Mm-hmm.
and your brain will sync up the sound and the wavelength patterns to create a different experience for every program that we have. And we have over 100 programs with our Roxiva unit. And they're popping up in areas of helping with substance use. Roxiva
wow.
is popping up in areas of yoga
Oh,
and
yeah.
large group activities like that. People are using them to enhance their meditation, and it can be used for both calming and meditative stress reduction, or it can be used for energizing your mind so that you are feeling more creative.
Okay, that sounds really good. I know it says, come try it and experience a whole new definition of relaxation. Roxiva uses stroboscopic, am I pronouncing that right?
Stroboscopic.
White light combined with sound waves in expertly crafted sessions to guide you into a deeply relaxed state of mind, inspiring calming thoughts and stress release. Sit back, select your session, and immerse yourself in a meditative journey that is out of this world.
Yes, some people would call it psychedelic experience.
Oh, really?
Some of them are very psychedelic. Some of them are very calming and relaxing.
Mm-hmm.
Some are very energizing and uplifting. So we definitely work with our members to select something that speaks to them.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, what do you have to say about all of this? Is there anything you'd like to add, Tracy?
About the Roxiva in general, or just?
Any of the things that you might like to say.
I think the big thing is that our whole wellness center is geared towards your relaxation, your rest, and your restoration.
It looks like you have things that people can buy also.
Yeah, we have some clothing options at the moment. We sell a Norwex product, and I forgot the lady's
Meredith's
name.
mom.
Meredith's mom makes some cloth options that are in there as well. And then we have things like hair brushes and hair nets, and just the simple things that you could purchase if you didn't bring with you. The only thing that you would really need to bring as a customer is a hairbrush. We have everything else that you would need is provided. We have a room that has hair dryers and mirrors so that you can do your hair or your makeup before you leave as well.
Wow. Yeah, that's the one thing I was thinking of. You know, I didn't have to mess myself up or anything to use the zero gravity massage chair. But I was thinking, you know, I don't know. I have this ridiculous naturally curly hair that's not easy to live with. And I'm thinking, you know, I don't think I would want to go and then have to wash my hair or anything. But yeah, I really did get a lot out of the massage chair, the zero gravity massage chair.
We get a lot of comments about the massage chairs. They're very nice chairs.
Mm-hmm.
I guess the other thing, like you saw the one shower, there's actually a shower in every room. So we have 2 pod rooms. They have individual showers,
Mm-hmm.
and the sauna room has its own individual shower as well.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so it's like if you went to the gym and went to a gym, you might want a shower afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like that. Well, we've come to the end of another episode of Fresh Perspectives, and I just want to say thank you so much for coming on and talking about all this stuff. I've learned a lot from you today about the benefits of all of these things, and I'll have to come and visit you down there again.
Gail, we really appreciate having us on the show today, and we hope more than anything that the community recognizes that we just really want to help support you in any way possible. We want you to know that most of the services that we offer are going to help with pain management reduction, they're going to help with sleep deprivation or insomnia, stress. So there's just so many opportunities to meet you where you are and help restore you back to where you want to be. So thank you so much for allowing us to be here and spread the word today.
Oh, you're so welcome. I'm glad I met you. I will see the rest of you in the viewing audience when I do the next episode.